In a world where power shifts with every headlines, news breaks and events happens, we bring you unbiased and explicit information on politics, economy and state of the nation. We break down the chaos. Facts, not fluff. Truth, not spin. We discuss not just politics, but a glimpse into the future. Voice of the People Television. Now you have more than a voice.
This is African News on Voice of the People Television, where we don't just bring you the news, we bring you Africa's heartbeats, the policies that shapes our world, and the economy that determines our future. African News on Voice of the People Television. Stay with us.
Voice of the People, you can hear me now. My name is Patrick Doyle, and I wish that you continue to echo the voices of the people. Big up VOP TV.
My name is Ibifa Dokubo. Please keep watching VOP TV.
Hi, my name is Kwekumali Ikenda Onyekwena, and I am with the Voice of the People TV. Now, if you're looking for the veritable channel for information, politics, robust discussions, you don't need to go far. VOP has you. VOP will always have you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Patrick Diabwa, aka Ibani Chuka. I'm an about the Eagle King, and you are watching VOP TV. Stay with us.
Hello there, good evening and welcome to Political Lens. This is Voice of the People Television, and just in case you don't know, we are broadcasting on Metro SLTV channel 264 on YouTube and other social media platforms. We are at VOP TV Live. You can also call in to be a part of this conversation. The number is scrolling on your screen. Now, on the show today, you left me on the balcony. I never really belonged to your party. That is Governor Fubara of Rivers State telling the PDP as a political party. And again, we still segue into the PDP problem. The weakest PDP faction dissolves 14 state executive councils and plans congresses in January 2026. Tinubu pledges state police to US, EU allies. Now, let's bring in our guests. We've been joined in the studio here by Dr. Peter Anosike. Dr. Anosike will help us make sense, of these topics. Anosike is a philosopher, journalist, business consultant, and author of award-winning books, including Dangote's 10 Commandments of Money. Good evening, Dr. Anosike, and thanks for...
Thank you for having me.
Good to have you on the show. How have you been, sir?
The struggle continues.
The struggle continues. Compliments of the season.
Surviving in Nigeria is not easy, so we are happy to have made it to the end of the year.
Have we really made it to the end of the year?
Well, just not up to 2 weeks to go.
Okay, not up to 2 weeks to go.
Yeah.
You just pray that you are not kidnapped before the end of 2 weeks.
No.
Okay, you think it can't happen to you?
We don't have a kidnapped van.
Okay, you have award-winning author. Yeah, I think you do have a kidnap value, but I'm not inviting kidnappers to. We are just expressing the play of things in Nigeria at the moment. Now, let's kick into it. River State Governor Fubara says the People's Democratic Party, PDP, was largely responsible for his political difficulties, insisting he was never truly integrated into the party. Speaking during his first visit to the All Progressives Congress National Secretariat in Abuja, Fubara said he was marginalized during PDP internal crisis and described himself as being on the balcony, not inside the house, despite formally belonging to the party. He explained that his defection to the APC was an easy and natural decision, driven by gratitude to President Bola Tinubu and his long-held progressive beliefs. Fubara said joining the APC was about alignment of purpose and appreciation, not coercion, and pledged to work with other progressives to advance development in Rivers State and Nigeria. Well, he emphasized the importance of understanding the party's structure and leadership as part of fully integrating into his new political home. Fubara assured APC leaders that Rivers State will become a strong base for the party and tie the party's growth directly to the success of President Tinubu. Welcoming him, APC leaders described his entry as a major boost to the party's strength in the South-South region, expressing confidence in APC's expanded national dominance and its prospects ahead of the 2027 elections. Now, Peter, before we get into the basics of it all, Fubara left Rivers State, visited the APC national office just to be welcomed into the party after he had collected his membership card from his ward in Opobo in Rivers State. And we saw Governor Hope Uzodinma and a few other governors who left their offices in their respective states where there is high demand for governance, fly into Abuja, probably on chartered airplanes, to go and welcome Sim into APC. What's your reaction to that? Before we get into the basics.
It simply shows that they are not really serious. They are not really busy. They are not really busy. If they have state responsibilities on their hand, they will not have left it and use taxpayers' money to charter jets to Abuja just to welcome
a governor that came into their party. Anytime there's an event, 3 times, 4 times a week, APC event, non-APC event, Hope Uzodinma is always there.
Well, we heard from the grapevine that Tinubu made a mouth-watering promise to him. So, and that's why he's trying to be
in the good
everywhere.
Books. Well, quite unfortunate for governors, I must say. According to Sim Fubara, I was never admitted inside the room, was left at the balcony. Dr. Anosike, interrogate Fubara's comments within the context of what happened. What is happening and what will happen in Rivers in the coming months and in 2027?
Well, I agree with him because of the way he emerged. Understand? He was not. He didn't go through the rudiments of the party.
He wasn't a party man.
He was just handpicked by Nelson Wike, so he wasn't a party man. He was not a party man. He was handpicked, and he wasn't a candidate of River State PDP people. He was just Nelson Wike's candidate. He emerged the way Commander Harris emerged as the Democratic Party candidate in the United States.
How come? Kamala Harris had been senator.
She didn't go through the primary. That's what I'm trying to say.
Just primaries.
Yes,
okay.
Sure. So
are you saying that there was no primaries in Rivers Goba prior to?
There was no primary. He was just Nelson Wike's candidate.
Okay, so the primaries conducted was more like a small screen, or there was no primary.
There was no primary. Google it. There was no primary.
Delegates did not vote.
There was no delegate, there was no primary. It was Nelson Wike that single-handed.
No, Dr. Anosike, this is hard to believe. You are telling Nigerians that in Rivers
State doesn't lie.
I'm just asking that in 2022,
Wike picked him up and imposed him on the people of Rivers State.
Okay, so the show on that primaries day was just or there was no show at all.
It's just like telling me that this current local government chairman in Rivers State went through there was no primary. What happened was coronation.
No, Dr. Anosike, we are informing the public. You know our core mandate, to inform, educate, and entertain. I want you to state clearly that in Rivers State 2022, that no primaries was conducted. Even if it was more like a charity, that there was none. in River State. Is that your position?
There was no primary was conducted. Wike imposed him on the people the way he bought nomination forms for other people.
Okay,
so he was imposed of River State on the PDP in River State. That was why he was saying that he was that's at the balcony, not in the mainstream, because he's not a true PDP person.
Dr. Anosike, I understand all of that. I want us to appropriately inform the public. Do you mean that there is no date in 2022 in River State that you could say this was the day the PDP primaries for the Goba election was held? Even if it was more like...
What happened was a coronation.
A coronation, okay.
Yes. What happened was a coronation, understand?
It's clearer now than for you.
There was no competition.
But there was no competition, but at least there was a primary, there was a
so
consensus.
People came to a hall. Understand?
And conducted primary.
I did what?
And Fubara won the coronation.
People came to the hall and the Nyesom Wike told them that this is your candidate.
Okay, and everybody left.
And everybody
so that was the primary.
left.
All right, Dr. Anosike, the thing is, what would be the difference between then and now? The same person that brought him to PDP, the same people that took him to PDP, made him governor, crowned him as the candidate of the party, delivered him during the elections, are the same people, directly or indirectly, that are taking him or that have taken him to the APC. So what would be the difference? Is he inside the house now? At the PDP, they left him on the balcony. So does he think that he's in the house now?
Well, the issue, there are 3 factions of PDP in River State.
Okay.
We have the Emeka Bekay faction.
In the APC, rather.
In APC,
okay.
the Emeka Bekay faction that emerged through Congress.
Okay.
Then the Tony Okocha that came through as a committee, that's a name, understand? So there are 3 factions.
Which other faction?
Nyesom Wike still has his own people too.
Okay, I think Nyesom Wike and Tony Okocha
understand
are in the same camp.
So the issue is this. He would saying that he is now home does not it's just to make everybody feel good.
Okay.
He's still an outsider in APC.
Okay.
Understand? He's still an outsider in APC because when they mind you, if you can Google the interaction between him and Tony Okocha, understand? Okocha never respected him. So, but for now, they have given him the 0001, and he's now feeling at home. But
you think it's cosmetics, just to embellish it and look like
everything is pure cosmetics.
Just to make it look like
he's still an outsider.
The young man has been talking tough. He said, now I'm the leader of the party in the state, and I'm inside. And do you think that do you think he has the backing of the president now that he has direct access to the president?
Well, that everything is still cosmetics because there are still limits that he can go because his godfather is still there. Understand? His godfather is still there to checkmate him. Understand? So there are still a limit to what Fubara can go in River State.
Talking about the limits that Fubara can go, there seems to be he seems to be emboldened recently. He's having problem with Martin Amehule. He's still surreptitiously having problems with Nyesom Wike. You know the popular song in River State now. If you want to support Tinubu, support him direct, no follow corner. That in direct reference to Nyesom Wike. So do you think that the battle is over for him and for the Rivers people?
Well, the issue is, he was given just a 1 term as part of the peace agreement. Understand?
Okay. Well, but Wike has denied that.
He was given 1 term as part of the agreement. So,
I know you're a journalist like me, but what's your source? Can you tell me your source?
We read the conditions now that were met.
Put out by who? Who gave out those conditions?
By those who attended their peace this thing.
Wike has denied. Fubara has not said anything.
He is expected, as a politician, that's what he is expected to do. But I know that he was given conditions for peace to reign, and he fulfilled those conditions. An instance, the appointment of commissioners and so on and so forth. Understand? So he had not really deviated from his agreement with Nyesom Wike. And Nyesom Wike has not made any statement since Fubara defected to APC. Are you aware of it?
Yes.
And Nyesom Wike is not used to keeping quiet when something happens.
So what do you think is, what does that mean, that kind of silence? You always say that silence is dangerous.
No, I say silence is a powerful strategy.
Okay.
Not that it is dangerous, it's a powerful strategy.
Okay.
One, we all know that Nyesom Wike is in Abuja. Is in Abuja. Mm-hmm. And if it takes Fubara 1 hour to get to Aso Rock, it will take Tinubu only 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay.
Understand? And remember what Tinubu said during Nyesom Wike's birthday. Understand?
Yes, he's one of our shining stars.
Sure. So, if he is to overshadow Nyesom Wike, it's not now. He will continue to be a boy to Nyesom Wike until situation changes.
Okay. Now, a lot of people are still asking, like from the position that you have adopted now, he is still going to be subservient to Nyesom Wike.
Yes.
Now, before 2027, do you think that the table could turn and the president will say, okay, now the president has put a comment on Wike on his 58th birthday anniversary, and ahead of 2027, with the way that Fubara is waxing stronger, making trouble with the House of Assembly, telling Rivers people, well, I'm in control, I'm in charge of the PDP now. Between Nyesom Wike,
he was saying that before the state of emergency.
Even now,
he said that some people are smiling that's on the outside and crying in the inside.
Okay.
And we know who he was referring to.
Okay, who do you think that was?
Nyesom Wike now.
Okay.
So he has always talked tough, but at the end of the day, he would chicken out.
Okay, so you think that he's a political toothless bulldog?
Sure. So understand me, because what happened? Many of the governors went through that and still survived.
But he couldn't.
He couldn't. G.A. Orji went through that and
Sullivan Chime
and others. Understand? So for me, he's not a strategist at all.
He's not a strategist. Now, like I said, let's look at 2027. If things continue in this direction, between him and Nyesom Wike, who seems to be fighting in different fronts now. I mean, it's apparent he's having problem in the FCT. A lot of people are against him in the FCT. PDP is having problems, and the tide is gradually turning against him, according to some people. Now, if he gets into another fracas with Sim Fubara, between the two of them, who do you think that the president will choose in 2027 to do his job for him in reverse?
Well, the issue is the Supreme Court has dangerously empowered the president, understand, with this their judgment, understand, that a president has the power to remove a sitting governor.
Is that your interpretation of the Supreme Court judgment?
That's what everybody that is saying now, because there are still a lot of disputes on what was the judgment said.
No, what the Supreme Court, from my own understanding, the Supreme Court says that, look, the Constitution does not expressly empower the president to remove a governor, but that there are white powers, which he has, but they have to go through legal limitations.
Which means what happened in March 18? March 18 this year.
No, they are saying that it's discretionary, but that the National Assembly can stop him. Which
stop
is the
it.
legal limitation that they talked about.
So does this National Assembly has any power that to stop or the president? As we speak, we have over 71 members of the Senate in APC.
Okay.
Understand? And the APC is a party that rules that governs with cohesion.
APC members are calling on APC senators to impeach the president because of what happened with the tax law and all of that. You think it can't happen?
Forget that. It's just a waste of time.
It's just a waste of time.
It's just a waste of time. So the truth is that if things continue this way, because the FCT local council election is coming on either on the February 16.
Okay.
Understand? Which Nyesom Wike has promised to deliver to APC.
Still being a member of the PDP.
Still being a member of PDP. I wonder how else we can interpret anti-party activities.
Okay.
Understand? So it will be a test on Nyesom Wike. But as things stand now, Wike is easily more disposable than Fubara.
Okay, because Fubara is a governor.
He's the chief executive.
Chief executive.
Understand?
Okay, he has the power. The president might decide to work with him.
Now, because he is in control of the state, not Nyesom Wike.
All right, still talking about the PDP. Caleb Mutwan of Plateau State has left the PDP and joined the APC train, just like Abu Kefas of Taraba State. Now, less than a month ago, Mutwan swore that he will never leave the PDP. Now he has. Do you have any words for him? What did
we still go back to what a British statesman, Winston Churchill, said, that politicians don't believe themselves. Therefore, it surprises them when others believe them.
Okay.
So when you believe what a politician said, that you are wasting your time.
Okay. So you didn't hit you as a surprise?
Everything they say, you take it with a pinch of
so it didn't come to you as a surprise?
It didn't come to me as a surprise. I'm not surprised at all. Even if Sheyi Makinde comes tomorrow, it wouldn't be a surprise to me.
Okay, and Bala Mohammed. We hear that Bala Mohammed is eyeing the PRP. He doesn't want to be nested with APC or ADC.
Yeah.
I'm PRP.
Yes. So any of them, the campaign wouldn't be that a surprise to me at all.
What is the state of the PDP now? I think they have only 4 governors now.
Well, in the whole of the South, they just have one pretending governor.
And that is
in the person of Sheyi Makinde. Understand? So in the whole of 17 states in the South, they just have one.
Adeleke has left. Every other person.
Yes, Adeleke is off to Accord Party.
And if you go to the northeast, Abu Kefas has left.
Yes.
Now, North Central.
Yes.
Caleb Mutwan has left. So what we are left is Dauda Lawal in Zamfara State, Northwest, and in the Northeast we still have Bala Mohammed in Bauchi.
So
that's all.
For me, I have said it long time ago that PDP is a broken down vehicle that will not be repaired until after 2027.
Now, Dr. Anosike, in the midst of all these defections to the APC, the cry of Nigerians gradually descent to one-party state looks more real than a year ago when the defection started. Are we still in doubt that Nigeria is gradually descending to one-party state?
What we have is one dominating party, which has always been the same thing. For the past 16 years, PDP dominated for 16 years.
Okay.
Understand? PDP dominated for 16 years. So, and no champion stays forever. So it's now on the turn of the APC. They are dominating as we speak. Understand? Maybe if they're able to win 2027, understand? But it will not go beyond 2031. Nigeria
okay, it will not go beyond 2031.
Nigeria cannot have.
It's interesting to see how you reduce this thing to dominance of one political party. At no point, if you recall, between 1999 and 2007, when Obasanjo was in office, did the PDP have up to 25 states? PDP was the MPP was the AD was in charge of the Southwest here. And between Jonathan, Yaradua and Jonathan, up until 2015, at no point has PDP ever had more than 25 governors, or even up to 25 governors. But we see a situation where one party has close to 30, 31, 32.
Well, if you
so is this still dominance or gradual descent to one party
to
state?
me, it is dominance. It is dominance.
So at what point will it become one party state?
When all the governors fall into APC.
Okay, like
understand me. As we have in Cuba, in Russia,
in China, like
and
the Communist
China,
Party of China.
Sure.
Okay, that is the pure definition of one party
which
state.
will not get to that stage.
Did you ever know that we'll get to this level where we are now, where one party has about 32 governors?
Well, I'm going by the Machiavellian style of the president. Understand me?
Okay.
It is very, very possible.
It's very possible.
But the issue is this: he cannot be there beyond 2031.
Going by the Machiavellian strategy of the president, it is possible that it is possible. You saw it coming that it will get to this stage.
Going by who he is.
By who he is. You saw it coming that it will get to this stage.
I say it is possible, but we will not go beyond the 2031 because after him, there's no other person that will be as ruthless as he is.
Okay.
I'm using that word, ruthless.
What gives you that impression? What gives you that impression? He's still in control of Lagos State from outside. So you think he cannot control the APC?
He cannot control the country from outside.
Okay.
It doesn't happen. Understand me? So after, when he's out of office, there's nobody that will be as ruthless as he is. Understand?
Including the person that he installs?
Including the person that he installed.
Okay.
Understand? Then, at that point in time, many people will now be looking for where to go and get their tickets. Understand me?
Okay.
Now, if everybody is in APC and the election is coming, you know that you are not going to get a ticket there. What else? You start looking for other.
Do you see any likelihood of implosion in the RPC before 2027? I want us to reference what happened in Akwa Ibom, where the speaker said, "Gentlemen, the 23 local government the 23 House of Assembly seats, I have already positioned people. I have the tickets in my pocket, and I'm the one to dish it out." And record that he just defected, not quite 6 months, to the APC from the PDP, and he's already taking charge. And people that were the original APC men are saying, "No, man, you can't do that to us." And so do you expect mini implosion in Akwa Ibom and in other states as well?
The issue is this. There will, APC is going to be too big for those inside it. Understand? And they will now begin to rush out.
Okay.
Understand? It's good because one of the promises that they are giving to these people that are defecting is automatic tickets.
Okay.
So now, an instance, people who are interested in running for governors, just like in Delta State, what's his name? Versus Kiamo have been dreaming of governor for the past. For the past 12 years, Omar Gege are the same thing. Ned Nwoko, the same thing. We cannot have 4 governors in a state. These people will start looking for other political parties to run. To run.
Okay.
So it will not be easy to have a one-party state in the country.
Mm-hmm. All right, Dr. Anosike, we'll go for a short break. And when we return, we'll talk about the upcoming congresses of the Wike-led faction of the PDP. Join us again. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back and thanks for staying with us. This is Political Lens. Nyesom Wike-backed People's Democratic Party National Caretaker Committee has dissolved the executives of 14 state chapters of the party and announced plans to conduct fresh state congresses beginning January 9, 2026. The affected states include Borno, Bauchi, Oyo, Zamfara, Yobe, Ekiti, Bayelsa, Enugu, Ebonyi, Anambra, Delta, Taraba, Kano, and Lagos states. While the caretaker committee led by Mohamed Abdurrahman as acting national chairman and Senator Samuel Anyanwu as acting national secretary, insists is the only legitimate leadership structure recognized by the PDP. In a communique issued after a meeting in Abuja, the committee rejected claims that the rival National Working Committee led by Taminu Turaki, senior advocate of Nigeria, had been accepted by INEC, describing such claims as false and challenging Turaki to provide proof of INEC recognition. This leadership crisis follows disagreements after PDP governors endorsed the Ibadan Convention that elected Turaki and others in November 2025. Despite a planned handover from former chairman Omar Damagum, the Wike-aligned faction set up a 60-day caretaker committee on December 8 to oversee outstanding congresses and convene a national convention, deepening the internal division within the party. Internal divisions rocking the PDP, two factions, two everything, NWC, National Electoral Executive Committee. Why is it difficult for INEC to tell us the authentic leadership of the party, Dr. Anosike?
Well,
what are they waiting for?
The issue is this. One, INEC supervised the election of a PDP candidate in Osun, understand? Okay. That's for the governorship.
Okay.
And we know what the faction that he belongs to.
No, tell us. Tell Nigerians. Tell our viewers.
He belongs to the Sheyi Makinde.
The Turaki. Okay.
Turaki faction.
Same thing happened in Ekiti State.
Same thing happened. So that simply tells us or the one. So this one, I'm calling them weaker support group.
Okay, weaker support group.
We should call them weaker support
Not
group.
the authentic faction of the PDP. Not the authentic leadership.
One, the Turaki faction that was endorsed by 29 state chairmen of PDP.
Okay.
What else do you expect? So their recognition is well spread, and for INEC to come and supervise their election process also shows that they are supported, and they also are the one that is at the PDP national headquarters as we speak.
Okay.
Understand? So what else? This week is just trying that to make noise. Imagine dissolving Oyo, where Makinde is holding strong. Dissolving Bauchi, where Banda Mohammed is. So you can see that it is a joke.
So does it look a big joke, as a matter of fact, going by your position? Because now what they are saying that, okay, recall that they also had expelled Sheyi Makinde from the party and Bala Mohammed and Ilya Damagu. But then,
and the PDP and INEC is going to supervise the electoral process of the governorship candidates.
Okay, now there's a tweet to all of this. The same INEC that observed the Goba primaries of Osun and Ekiti State that was organized by the Turaki-led faction did not observe the congresses that produced that faction, the Turaki-led faction.
But the same INEC invited the two today for reconciliation.
Okay, so what do you think?
So
what sort of reconciliation would that be? You didn't attend and observe the election, the Congress, the convention that produced Taminu Turaki. But you went to observe a primary that is
the product of that convention.
So what role is INEC playing here?
That shows you the contradiction, understand? Because it is the national that produced what's happening in the states. So if you don't recognize the national, you cannot recognize anything in the states.
Okay, so does it look like somebody is using INEC, you know, to help PDP destroy itself?
Or there have been there's a mandate which INEC is also involved, that to make sure that PDP did not survive until after 2027.
No, Dr. Anosike, I don't know what you're saying. What do you mean? But there's a mandate. Who gave the mandate?
There's a mandate.
From who?
From the vendor. From the vendor. That PDP must not be allowed to survive until after 2027. So that's what is.
And the PDP is allowing itself to be used? Members of the PDP? Members
of the PDP, I say these two different factions are all working for the same person.
Okay.
Boname Tinubu, understand? In Kebbi, where Taminu Turaki comes from, he was suspended by the PDP Kebbi for anti-party activities. Understand? That was why during the convention, Kebbi State PDP boycotted it. Understand?
And that is the state that produced the national.
And that's the state that produced the
national chairman.
Understand me? So this shows you what is happening. So the game now, since they did not observe the convention in Oyo, mind you, it is this convention that's going to produce the presidential candidate of the party. Understand? And by then, enough will come to destroy whatever is coming, understand me? So this is a game which they need to open their eyes.
Okay, now, Dr. Anosike, let's agree without conceding. If this thing that you have said is true, and if it actually happens, do you think that these people behind closed doors could be backslapping, laughing at Nigerians and saying, oh, see what we are doing?
No.
Is it possible? Is that the way of politicians? You've reported politics for a very long time.
It is those that put their heart and mind, understand, in it, that think that something serious is going on, that will be disappointed at the end of the day. But when you follow what everybody is doing, understand, you see that they are not too intelligent.
Okay, so they can't put their acts together. You know?
No,
they can't put they can't cover their tracks.
Even INEC, even INEC, understand? Since any convention that INEC doesn't supervise is illegal. Any convention, according to the Electoral Act, any convention that they did not supervise, whatever comes out there, a national chairman, NWC, INEC will not recognize it.
Okay, now, you know that Taminu Turaki is a senior advocate of Nigeria. When the issue of INEC not observing the Ibadan Convention was raised, you know what he said? He said INEC doesn't necessarily need to observe this convention. What the Electoral Act says that the party should just notify them. So it is at the discretion of INEC to observe or not to observe. But the moment that they acknowledge that notice of a convention that it is good and it's legal.
How do we know of acknowledgement? What has been happening since 1999 is observation.
Okay.
That's what those who are going that to court have been going on that note, that INEC did not observe this convention.
But you know the red flag in all of this, when Taminu Turaki said that both Wike camp and INEC did never responded. So does it look like he is saying the right thing?
Chukuma, don't interrupt your opponent when he is making mistake.
Okay.
Understand me? Allow him to continue.
Okay.
If you interrupt your opponent who is making mistakes, you are bringing him back to his senses. So just fold your hands.
Okay, so you think that the Wike and Co just allow them to, you know?
Go on, keep on fooling yourself. So they are working. Their problem is not in the states. Their problem is at the center. Understand me?
Okay.
Wike responsibility is not at the state; it's at the center. To make sure that they don't produce any presidential candidate.
Now, Dr. Anosike, Wike seems to be fighting on many fronts at the same time. Rivers, FCT, PDP. How many can he win, and at what point do you think that the president will look away? I think we have already touched on this, and you believe that, look, if it gets to a point that...
He is very, very dispensable.
He's very, very dispensable.
After his his problem with the
soldier,
with the Yerima.
Okay, with Yerima.
What happened made everybody to know that most Nigerians don't like Wike.
So what happened? What happened?
The way people reacted, praising the young man, both people in the service and out of service, there was no sympathy or solidarity for Nelson Wike.
But does it look like the president cares?
He cares. He's a human being.
I want us to compare notes with what happened when Reno was nominated. There was, in fact, heaven almost was brought down, but the president looked the other way. And yesterday, he's been nominated and confirmed.
No, he did his own, passed to the Senate. Now it is the Senate that screened and confirmed him.
No, but he should have stopped it if it looks like he cares because of the uproar that greeted Reno's nomination. So, and I'm asking you, does it look like the president cares?
The number, the quality of people that reacted during the Yerima Wike case must have sent a strong message to the president.
Do you think it has anything to do with the military?
Bendo Matawone is not a military man.
Okay.
But he said that the young man did well.
Okay.
Understand?
Badaru as much as said the same thing. Badaru, the former chief of defense.
So for those people that instead of siding Wike, who is in the same cabinet with him, with them, must have passed a strong message to the president.
Okay. That looks like his time will be up very soon.
So for now, any trouble between Wike and Fubara, the president might back Fubara.
Okay.
Understand me?
Okay, just to secure River State for him.
Yes, because
I think that Wike doesn't have the capacity to cause problems for the president in River State.
In River State?
Yes.
He cannot do much. Already, by being the FCT minister, he must have he has stepped on a lot of stools.
Okay.
And there must have been corruption cases piled up against him.
Waiting for him.
Mind you, he was summoned, but the Senate said no. I think, or you are aware of it?
Yeah.
Sure.
So why did the Senate say no?
That's
if he's gradually losing ground, why did
for now he is still useful.
Good books. Okay,
he's still useful.
No,
I said the FCT council election is coming up in February next year.
All right, President Bola Tinubu has reaffirmed his commitment to establishing state police, saying he assured U.S. and European partners that Nigeria will pass the necessary legislation to decentralize policing and improve internal security. Speaking at the 14th APC National Caucus meeting in Abuja, he insisted that state police must happen and urged APC leaders to take responsibility for security and governance at state and local government levels. He also emphasized reconciliation, flexibility, and cohesion within the ruling party. The president further called for the practical implementation of local government autonomy, referencing a recent Supreme Court judgment, where he urged governors to stop withholding funds meant for local councils, stressing that the autonomy is meaningless without direct and adequate funding. While he argued that strengthening grassroots governance will stabilize communities and improve service delivery, while also appealing for greater inclusion of women in party leadership. At the meeting, Vice President Kashim Shettima and Senate President Godswill Akpabio highlighted the APC's expanded national dominance and warned that maintaining power would be more difficult than attaining it. Akpabio declared what he called organizing security and outlined legislative efforts to combat kidnapping and terrorism. Well, Dr. Anosike, in all of this, the president, again, this is the third time publicly that I recall that the president is saying openly supporting state police from the podium, but the guns go silent the moment he steps down. What is it about state police that's hard to fix? I
want to start with the so-called expansion of PDP, of APC. Mind you, in 2014, Nigeria was the fastest growing economy in Africa in 2014.
Okay.
But 2025, Tinubu is telling us that APC is the fastest growing party in Africa. Does this make any sense?
Makes political sense to him.
It doesn't make any. This shows you that these people don't care about other people. Understand? Those in Aso Rock, those in the Vina, doesn't care about other people. If you are the fastest growing party in Africa, what is the quality of life of the people? What is the quality of life of the people? Understand? So For me, Nigeria is on a downward side. Then on the issue of state police, I am a fan of state police. And you cannot practice federalism when there's no state police. Right now, what we are practicing is unitary system of government. That's what we are practicing as we speak. Anywhere that federalism is being practiced, the component parts always have their own police. In the United States, we have a NYPD and so on and so forth. Understand? And to fight insecurity, a lot of things come into it. A policeman from Sokoto who is sent to Enugu will be useless in Enugu because he doesn't speak the language, he doesn't understand the terrain, the topography of Enugu. The people there will not trust him. That's to give him intels. Understand me? And okay, there will be no emotional attach. So with these 4 points, understand, you can see that if somebody if we have a state and police, understand, and all the policemen are recruited from Enugu State, one, they speak the same language. They know the area very well. They can get useful information from their people because they are one. Again, number 4, which is very, very important, there will be emotional attachment. These my people, I will not allow anything bad to happen to them. Understand me? But a policeman from Sokoto, even if the whole Enugu State is burning, it's not his own people, he will not care. So for us to get this insecurity down, state police is the way to go.
Insecurity. Now there are concerns in some quarters that there are local vigilantes in some parts of the country, opened by state governors. The concern also gravitates towards the realization that some state governors have surreptitiously funded and supported terrorists. Now, a situation where you have a state governor in charge of a state police, do you think that the minorities, like we are battling with Christian genocide and all of that, do you think that minorities will be protected under a governor who has indirectly and directly, funded and supported terrorism? What's your reaction to those concerns?
No system is perfect. Okay. Understand? People that are saying that state police is subject to be hijacked by the governor. Okay. Understand? The national police has been hijacked by the president. Okay. Understand? The central police that you have now has been hijacked by the president. So no system is perfect. Okay. I've given you reasons why.
Dr. Anosike, I understand their reason, but I just said some people have expressed this concern based on what I said, that some states, governors have funded terrorists. And under that situation, if they are given ample power under the ambit of state police, how far do you think that they can go in protecting minorities, both religious and tribal minorities?
A German philosopher in the person of Jerry Benter said that the purpose of government is for the happiness of the greater number of people in the society. Okay. Understand? That the happiness of the greater number of people in the society, there's nowhere everybody will be happy.
Okay, I guess you are talking about Jeremy Bentham.
Yes.
Utilitarian policy.
Yeah, sure. So when you are talking, it should be on that's a greater number of people in the society. I'm just saying that the minority should be thrown into the canal.
No, that's exactly your position.
No. That's not where I'm going to. Understand? But the issue is this. State police has far more advantage. It's not perfect. Okay. But it has far more advantage than what we are having now.
Okay, all right. Dr. Anosike, I must appreciate you very well for your incisive comments on my show today. Well, this is where we have to draw the curtain. We've been talking to Dr. Peter Anosike. He's a philosopher journalist, business consultant, and award-winning author of Dangote's 10 Commandments of Money. Dr. Anisiki, I must say a very big thank you to you. I appreciate your presence.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
And I hope that we can do this some other time. Now, on behalf of the backroom staff, talking about the technical director, the bus engineer, the ingest manager, and the sound engineer, I am Chukwuma Okoro. Up next is Issues with Ndena Ndemdioto. Join us again at 7 o'clock. I am leaving you now, and I'm leaving you in good hands. I'll see you again on Monday, 8 o'clock on the morning show. Bye for now and enjoy the rest of your evening.
VOP TV. Now, you have more than a voice.
In a world where power shifts with every headlines, news breaks and events happens, we bring you unbiased and explicit information on politics, economy, and state of the nation. We break down the chaos. Facts, not fluff. Truth, not spin. We discuss not just politics, but a glimpse into the future. Voice of the People Television. Now you have more than a voice.
This is Health Check, your weekly guide to better living, smarter choices, and trusted answers. From everyday wellness to urgent health issues, we've got you covered. Health Check, only on Voice of the People Television, where your health has a voice.
In a world where truth is the ultimate power and opinions scream the loudest, it's time to wade through the noise.
Hunger no get tribe! Hunger no get religion!
And scan the human interest and trending topics that matter. Stay tuned to The Issues, your plug to the stories making the buzz, from politics to science and technology, social justice, and more. Let's tackle the tough questions and expose the truth. The Issues on Voice of the People Television, Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 9 p.m.